It is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You are sitting at your desk, rubbing your temples to fight off a creeping headache. You feel a sudden wave of exhaustion, your mood starts dropping, and your body feels strangely stiff. You might assume you had a bad night of sleep, or that your age is catching up to you, and instinctively reach for another cup of coffee. But quite often, the actual culprit for that midday crash is mild dehydration. This animation shows why water intake is so vital. Notice how this human silhouette fills up with water, stopping well past the midway line. Roughly 60 to 70% of your body is entirely composed of fluid. Inside you, water serves as an active engine, powering every cell, tissue, and organ to keep your systems moving. To understand how this works, think of water as your body's built-in air conditioning system. Here in this cross-section of the skin, you can see how it regulates temperature. Water captures the heat from deep inside your core, carries it outward to the surface, and releases it into the air as sweat, which cools you down. Water plays a vital mechanical role in the skeletal system. In this knee joint diagram, a pocket of synovial fluid sits between the bones. Mostly water, it acts like biological motor oil, compressing to absorb shock and preventing bones from grinding when you move. Consistently replacing the water you lose is simply the basic maintenance required to keep your body's physical machinery moving smoothly and running at a safe temperature. So, how much fluid does it actually take to keep this complex internal system running every day? This graphic breaks down the daily baselines. The gauge for adult men fills to 3.7 liters, while adult women reach roughly 2.7 liters. Fortunately, you don't have to drink all of that. Eating water-rich foods, like fruits, vegetables, and soups, also counts toward your total. Those baselines are starting points. You need to add even more fluid to your daily intake if you are exercising intensely, spending time out in hot weather, or sweating heavily. Your hydration goal shifts depending on the physical demands of your environment and your activity level. When your fluid levels drop too low, your body whispers there is a problem. Mild dehydration appears as a sudden sense of thirst, dry mouth, dark urine, and mental fatigue. If ignored, those whispers turn into severe dehydration, causing confusion, dangerously low blood pressure, and ultimately resulting in fainting. At this stage, it becomes an immediate medical emergency. Sometimes, illnesses like a high fever, diarrhea, or vomiting cause you to lose fluids much faster than normal drinking can replace them. When you need to bounce back quickly from that kind of loss, there is a specialized drink mix called an oral rehydration solution, or ORS. Think of it as a concentrated rescue team for your fluids. This diagram shows exactly how it works. An ORS contains a precise mix of salt and glucose. When they pair up, they act as a cellular fast pass, grabbing a water molecule and pulling it quickly across your intestinal barrier and straight into your bloodstream. By recognizing the severity of your symptoms early, you can deploy the exact right intervention, whether that is a standard glass of water or an ORS packet, long before your bodily systems start to fail. The best way to manage dehydration is to never reach it in the first place. Thirst is actually your body's way of telling you it is already running low. By the time you feel it, your fluid levels have already dropped. You can monitor your status just by checking the color of your urine. Looking at this gradient, you want to stay within the pale yellow range on the left, avoiding the dark amber on the right. It also helps to avoid excessive sugary drinks, which do a poor job of actually hydrating you. And if you know you have an active day outdoors ahead of you, always pack extra fluids. True hydration means actively staying ahead of what your body needs, so you never have to play catch-up. Building a simple hydration habit comes down to a 3-step daily routine. Step 1. Drink a single glass of water the moment you wake up. This immediately jumpstarts your internal systems after a long night of sleep. Step 2. Have a glass of water with every major meal. This naturally spaces out your fluid intake and actively helps your stomach break down food and absorb nutrients. Step 3. Keep a reusable water bottle in your direct line of sight. Whether it sits on your desk or in the car, seeing it will trigger you to take small, automatic sips throughout the day. By giving your cells the constant fuel they need to thrive, managing your fluid intake becomes the simplest, most accessible daily habit you can adopt to upgrade your physical energy and your mental